Tonight, Putra finds himself at his study table, wearing a troubled expression as he grapples with a multitude of concerns that have left him feeling restless in recent days. These concerns include Putra's parents always demanded him to get satisfactory grades in every subject, disagreement with friend due to miscommunication in the organization, the teacher who scolded him because of the activity proposal he made. There were so many mistakes. He will participate in a basketball competition, but he and his team are still very lacking and get a lot of evaluations from the coach. Hello Orbit friends! Welcome to training how to identify and overcome self-criticism. At the beginning of the video, you have seen a scene featuring a teenager experiencing restlessness due to receiving criticism from those closest to them. It's important to understand that, fundamentally, the term criticism is akin to assessment and viewpoint. And self-criticism means directing all these evaluations towards oneself. The origins of self-criticism can be traced back to events in our childhoods. According to the example you saw before, a tendency for self-criticism may come from strict parents, peer pressure at school, teachers or superiors who are too demanding, highly competitive sports. Self-criticism can also result from learned behavior. For instance, you constantly push for academic excellence, which results in endless inner criticism. Your physical and emotional health could be affected as a result. Additionally, you can place too much pressure on yourself to find a romantic partner, which lowers your self-esteem. Then how do you keep this self-criticism from making you suffer? Let's watch this video so we know how to identify and overcome self-criticism. You need to know that excessive self-criticism has the potential to affect your emotional well-being, leading to a persistent sense of self-doubt regarding your skills. When this affecting to your job and career, it can have a detrimental effect on your performance. To address this, it's crucial to develop skills in recognizing and managing self-criticism before it exacerbates yourself. Well, here are some ways to deal with self-criticism. The first, recognize negativity bias. The human brain is designed to be constantly alert to threats in order for us to survive. You need to be able to distinguish which self-criticism is really right at you and which is biased. The second, monitor your inner voice. You'll probably hear a list of your top 10 hits that you may judge for yourself if you pay close attention. Look for the following terms and phrases to help you recognize these ideas. I should. I'm not enough. I'm too. I always am. Or I never. You'll soon realize that your judgmental beliefs are not entirely true. Most of the time, we take our thoughts for granted, but it is quite powerful to be able to evaluate them and decide whether or not to let them affect our behavior. The third, set reasonable expectations. You must adapt to your limitations and put your attention on progress rather than perfection if you want your expectations to be realistic. The fourth, set realistic goals. A straightforward approach to establishing realistic and achievable goals is to employ the WHOOP strategy, notable for its ability to facilitate the attainment of aspirations, define preferences, and modify habits. WHOOP consists of 4 steps. The first, wish. Identify the desire or goal to be achieved. The second, outcome. Imagine the outcome to be achieved when the wish is realized. The third, obstacles. Identify any obstacles that might hinder the achievement of the goal. The fourth, plan. Create an action plan to overcome obstacles and achieve those goals. The fifth, find a friend who can help. Having a friend listen to your issues can help you better evaluate yourself. Think for a moment who in your community might be able to help you. The sixth, give yourself a chance to rest. Regardless of how much you enjoy your job, it is still inherently challenging. The challenge is further made more difficult by the relentless harm of self-evaluations. Therefore, you need to take a deep breath and follow these 3 actions the next time you get drawn into the vortex of self-judgment. Acknowledge how hard it is. Wow, it's difficult. Realize that difficulties are part of life. Other people feel this way too. Offer yourself some kindness. I have done my best. The seventh, discover the positives. Fortunately, As you recognize and reevaluate your inner critic, you can also actively search for small pleasures and moments of positivity in your life, effectively countering any negative biases. Try practicing the following ways to adjust to positive events in your life. Make a note with a title. For example, I received a compliment for something I've taken seriously. Write down exactly what happened in as much detail as possible, including where you were, what you did or said, and if others were involved, what they did or said. Include how this event made you feel in that moment and how this event made you feel later, including now as you remember. Explain what you think caused this event, why it happened. Use whatever writing style you like, and don't worry about grammar or spelling. Use as much detail as you want. If you find yourself focusing on negative feelings, try to refocus your thoughts on the good events and the positive feelings that come with them. This can take some effort, but becomes easier with practice and can make a real difference in how you feel. Well, Orbit friends, that's the discussion about how to identify and overcome self-criticism. Inspirational greetings. Good luck is always with you. Thank you.